Hi, this is your video for Forces on Structure Web Labs. I am not 100% sure what this is going to look like because down here I have the teacher view. You should see your assignment, but I'll show you everything anyhow. We have go to the Building Big Lab site. So you're going to need to click on that. It says click the Think TV or yes. And then here you need to click to enable. We're going to click allow. Apparently I can use this through December. Now, if this is really small for you, you can zoom in. You can pinch and like 2-finger slidey on your touchpad if you want. Works. But we have squeezing, stretching, bending, sliding, and twisting. And then the other thing we will worry about are shapes. And these are all right there. Okay? So this is your assignment. It looks like this. If you can't see it, zoom in because it shows you the whole page. We have Forces Lab, word on the left, because these are the words that are on the left. Then you have to type the name of the force. So you just click in here, double click in there, and type the name of the force. So as you can see, squeezing. We're going to click on squeezing. It says compression. So we're going to go over here to the document, and you're going to write compression. Spell it right. Compression, which is squeezing. Now we need to draw some arrows. Let's go back over here. I don't see any arrows. Do you see any arrows? Nope. So we're going to draw. We're going to drag this slidey bar. Look, we get arrows and sound effects, which are awesome. So we're going to draw the arrows. Now you get to be creative. So we're going to go up here to arrows, and you're going to click and drag. And if you look on compression, the arrows are pointing at each other. So we're going to need another arrow. Click over here. We're going to get our other arrow. We're going to draw the point at each other. Look at that. Real life example. Now I have a train coming by, so we're going to go see it in real life. Do not copy and paste all of this. It says the lower columns of a skyscraper. You can read that. We're just going to write, paraphrase, 5 words or less. So you're going to double click where you need to type. There's a train. What do we say? The lower columns of a skyscraper. Columns of a skyscraper. If you don't know by now, I live by train tracks. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to do this for all of them. Bending is going to get a little interesting. So for arrows, for bending, you can draw scribble. Scribble. Look at that. And then you can do another one. So, whatever you need to do for bending. Ooh, try to stay in your box. You can always delete it. So, look at that. Scribble tool. Use that. Now we have Shapes Lab down here. What happens when elephants are added? You get to write bend, failure, or no change. That's all you have to do. So now we need to go to Shapes. Shapes. Over here we have our shapes. So we're going to look over here. You got 1, 3, 6, 9. Guess what gets dropped on these shapes when you move the slider? If you guessed elephant, you are correct. So we are going to drag the slidey bar up. Look, drag to number 1. Oh, look at that. So when we dropped an elephant on, we're going to look at it. Did this one bend, fail, which means it went kaput, it no longer exists? Or was there no change? Well, it says it bent, it bent. If you don't remember, you can slide your slidey bar down and it'll go, okay. Let's relive this. Well, you got to aim better than Miss Greer is aiming. Look at that. So that bent. So we're going to go over here, double click, and write bend. Now, what happened to the arch? Let's double click. Let's go look at the arch. Okay. Let's relive the arch. Did the arch do anything? It did not. So that would be no change. Now let's double click on triangle. What happened to the triangle? No change. So where's my assignment? Okay, so we're going to write no change. Now you're going to do this for all of the elephants. Let's see if we can get a failure in here. Look at that. That would be called failure. Sound effects are great. Okay, now our next part. So you're going to finish all of this. Next part says, what happens when you push the shape? So when you go look, rectangle. So when you click on that was a rectangle. When you click on it, you get this, and then you get push it. And then this finger pops up and pushes it. So when you push it, it flops into a slanted parallelogram. So we would go double click. When you push it, you don't even have to write complete sentences. It becomes a parallelogram. When in doubt, sound it out, and you can spell it right. It's not underlined in red, which means I spelled it correctly. Okay, and then this says, how do you strengthen the shape except triangle? Well, this is a rectangle, so that doesn't matter. Okay, so how do we strengthen the shape? Well, if you click strengthen it, it shows you. So what happened? We put a diagonal brace to strengthen the shape. So you'll say diagonal brace. Okay, so you need to do this for arch also. And then you need to do what happens when you push the triangle shape. Now, this right here, you don't even get the option to strengthen it. So let's go back to compare shapes. Click on triangle, push it, boing, boing. And then it says try the strongest point. So when you click there, it tells you where the strongest point of your triangle is. So down here, right there, double click, and you need to say the strongest point of the triangle is, you can write that in a complete sentence, or you could just answer the question. So make sure you type something here. Now, I'm not sure if there's going to be a button up here that says submit like there was in Google Classroom. If you're working in here, then you might have to hit submit. We'll see what happens on Tuesday. This video, just be flexible. Not Tuesday, on Thursday. Just be flexible. We'll figure it out together.